Hi, and welcome. It is Karen
And Tim.
from Stamping on the Back Porch. Today we're actually going to do a fun folds class. We're going to make 3 fun folds cards. But of course, first...
Four.
Oh, yours isn't a fun fold, but yours is creative. Tim actually, he's doing the preview cards for this week again. And he chose the stamp set. He chose what he wanted to do with it. He put a lot of effort into today's card. He hasn't made it, of course, but he's put a lot of thought and effort into how he's going to do it. So it'll be fun to see how it comes together.
Aren't you impressed?
I was. So, yeah, he usually just, at the last minute says, I don't know, what am I doing? And today he knew. So it's all good because I said he was in charge of a preview set. These are all the stamps. Just go for it.
Hi, friend. Hi, Jan.
Okay, hello to those of you joining us. I think we might be on time today. Maybe we're even a titch early, so I'll have to. That is. So now everyone's coming on. So wonderful, wonderful, and thank you guys for sharing. Hi, Gayleen, Mickey, Deanna, Janice, Beverly. All of you, we just totally appreciate you. I just feel like I know so many of you when I see your names again. I said, so it is a two-way thing, so it's just very fun. And, I never mind phone calls, so if you ever have questions, give me a call. I love to chat. Oh, Grandma Day was canceled for Kathy, so you're on. Sharon, Crystal, Debbie. So today, before we get started, last week's stamp set. This is going to Kelly Jones, this fun set to color in. So I'll mention that again at the end. So hopefully she will get on because Kelly, I just need you to message me your address. I'll put it in the mail. And this week I'm going to be drawing for this stamp set. It is spring and we are ready for flowers. This was a whole set. It's background bits and I love, it's got the flowers and just some cool background things that you can use with anything. And these words, I love these little words as a soft background. Hi, Pat, Lori, Karen, Twyla, Wanda, Renee. So, and a stamp like this is fun because you can color directly on it. So let's say I could color the flowers red and the stem's green, and then it's multicolored right in there. It's not a color in stamp, it's a bold stamp. It also makes a great silhouette. So if you have a background and then you just stamp this in navy or black, it makes it pretty.
I love this looking over the top.
Are you sending me notes, Tim?
No, I'm just writing a note for myself.
Oh,
But I like
I thought
this.
you were sending me notes. I
I
thought,
like
I'm
this
back in school,
looking
Oh,
over,
yeah, I know.
Looking over your reading glasses.
I know. See, I shouldn't have my reading glasses. I see distance. It's the, these are my reading glasses. So it's just, they're on and off all day. And I must wear them or I spend my life looking for them. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but happens to all of us. Actually, I was nearsighted as a girl and I had these really cute little blue and white checkered glasses. Do any of you remember having glasses? I found them years later. I did finally. I don't have any more, but they had turned yellow and blue. I just think, the styles.
So what did you
so
do
who
with
else?
those glasses, Karen?
I don't know who knows. They're not around,
But this is a story. I got glasses in 5th grade. I've worn glasses ever since.
Yeah.
Karen got glasses basically at the same time.
Yeah,
And she
3rd
just
and
stopped-
4th grade, and
she
they
just
said I'd
stopped-
always need them. I was nearsighted,
And she just stopped
and my
wearing them.
eyes self-corrected. So that was weird, but now I've got the reading glasses, like we all get.
She's a stubborn woman, and she's not going to let.
Yeah, thanks to age. So, Donna, you're on strict bed rest. Well, let's fill your life with thoughts anyway, what you're going to do when you get, and hopefully you'll get off soon. That is just not fun.
Chris,
you have one nearsighted, one farsighted, so like a double correction in each. That's really interesting. So I said, the only thing I never mind glasses except when you're sweaty in the summer. I just think they're an absolute nuisance. But I do kind of look over them a lot. So we will, of course, start with cards. We have 3 cards. I have one. Oh, good. Pam said you've always wanted to make the explosion card. You'll never forget after today how to do it. So, Rebecca, you went from readers. Oh, and then you went to progressive lenses. I tried progressive lenses once, but they were just so hard for me to get used to. I went back to these. However, I am at the highest. I'm at 3.5 and 3.25. They're easy to find up to that at the dollar store. I buy a dozen at a time because I have them all over. So when people, and they're all different kinds. It doesn't even matter. But because they're kind of just disposable. Now I'm going to have to start buying them on the internet because my eyes have gotten too bad for the dollar store. Jan, send me a message. So I just have to show you, I got this from Sally, and I thought this is so cool to get. Sally's also my personal shopper, and this is a shirt of hers. I do this in honor that she got for me because she just has great taste on this. I had not gotten anything until now with this hose set, and I just love it. So this is, of course, discontinuing, but I just thought this is so pretty with the...
Is that origami?
Yeah, it's like the crane, the crane down here, and I just thought, whoops, I'll tear that off, and then she has them on the inside, so I just thought that is just really a stunning card. Of course, she has a dozen pairs around the house, too. I can't be too far away from my glasses, so. But anyway, what a fun card that is. So, I love that, and I love the idea here where she's got just a little strip here. It's, it's just kind of a fun thing right there. So thank you, Sally. And then Tim, we have 3 Easter cards here. I think they're Easter cards. So you can come sit with me.
All right.
I think we can make it for 3 cards.
I think we can.
I couldn't remember if I showed this. So this is from Sandy Eby. So I'm showing it again because I couldn't remember when I saw it pile. And this is the stamp from the crosses of hope or whatever. And I just love that Bible verse. Isn't that just really pretty with some flowers in there? And this would just be great for all kinds of occasions. And this is actually as a sympathy card. And I just think, that is just beautiful. And then from LaDonna, oh, and this is her Easter card. How pretty is that? This is from the same... LaDonna. Did I say LaDonna? LaDora.
Yes, you did.
And how well do I know you, LaDora? Quite well. but words still fail. Names are the first to go. I love how she draped that little bit of ribbon. I thought this is really pretty. And then the flowers. So that is great.
I was going to say,
lovely card.
Isn't it written right there, but it's not.
Okay, yes,
No, just
but
her
I do
last
know
name,
that.
so.
And then from Cindy Jolson, do you want to open that one?
Yes, I would love to.
I'll let him open one.
This is Al Jolson's great niece, Cindy Jolson.
Oh, the adorable little...
Hopping by to just say hi.
And this is that little bunny punch that's also retiring. Isn't it just cute? It is so cute. LaDora says she's been called LaDonna all her life. Oh, so you answer to that. Bonnie, you've been wearing glasses since I was 2 years old. Oh my goodness. So that's a big correction. But just, isn't it amazing that they can even figure that out with 2-year-olds and what a difference that can make? Because it's just easy to not see that. Let's see the inside. Love it. Great cards.
Wishing you a happy Easter.
Well, Cindy, the time will come, so just keep me posted. So thanks, guys. Oh, the bunny punch is gone, Christine said already.
Cindy, I'm going to re-gift this next Easter. So.
Oh, yeah.
As if I could.
As if Tim sent out Easter cards.
Yes.
If you can imagine that, you will.
Yes.
You'll be doing.
It's not true.
Okay,
Hey,
have
do I
you
get
had
to
glasses since 4th grade? That'd be... No, you're going to go at the end.
No, let me.
I go at the end. I like just being done, so
Okay.
It's all good. So so this is what we're doing today. Probably, I don't have cataracts or anything yet either, but I know it's time to go in again. As you get older, you just have to have all this stuff checked all the time. And, I know my mom has had cataract surgery and she deals with macular degeneration. So, I'm just kind of waiting my turn. All the lovely thoughts. Okay, so we will put this down.
Down?
Yes. And this is the host code if anyone, there are only a few days left in this month. Is that amazing? These are the cards in the card kit this month. These are just fun beach cards. I just think they're really fun. So that's what you get from me, plus another finished card when you place a $50 order or more in my online store. And this is the host code for just a few more days. 4T2PY4JH.
For Tim to play.
And we got that far, and we
I
just
know.
can't figure out the rest, and we don't remember who ever said that. So, what we are going to do, I had
Astigmatism. That is a big word, and I don't have that.
Kathy, I think I messaged you back. But anyway, I'll deal with messages afterwards. I'll get back on. So I'm glad you guys are talking to each other. Now you're talking about vision concerns, and I think that's great because, boy, I sure don't know. I'm not going to answer that. Yeah, Chris, now you have to make your own. But I do put the PDFs up in the fine line in our downline group so people can make the same cards that I'm sending out. But what I just did recently, and I did this, yeah, Tim's going to put it back up on me because I'm going to talk a little bit more. We had on stage here in Minneapolis. So I just did a fun celebration. Everyone, the people that live locally could come to it. And then we did a Facebook Live for everyone far away. All the new recruits in my whole group got these 3 classes in the mail because I'm just kind of looking at, what are 3 easy kinds of classes to do? And then a bunch of my other downline got them too. We sent out, we made 160 kits with about 7 or 8 women. Oh my goodness, a lot of work to do these 3 classes. So then we did that online with people too. So it was just a fun celebration and all the new people that joined our group and getting to know each other.
Jan has a question.
Oh, you can either message me Facebook or email me. Either one works. KT Stamp at US Internet. I sometimes get a little confused, but I get greatly confused. I still have to have Holly walk me through. I look at the Facebook messages, but we both read them, and sometimes I can't tell. but I'm working on it. So okay. So either way works. But Jan, I will remember what we talked about. So one of the classes I thought I would recreate here, and that was a Fun Folds class. So we're going to do the very same cards that we did at that. This also gives you a taste of what I do on my Monday night classes. And by the way, I'm just going to mention that I'm taking the summer off. Not off. We're going to do an online retreat and stuff. So I'm not taking it off, but I'm just kind of rethinking through my Monday night classes. So May is the last of the year, and we're going to go back to where we started. I'm going to do some new ones we haven't done before, quick and easy Fun Folds cards. So we do 3 weeks of that, but I will tell you more about that next week. I'm just letting you know, and it's only at $15 for everyone. So be watching for that. So this gives you kind of a flavor of how we do things. For those, I kind of let you know what we're going to be working on, so then we can create them together, and you get the videos and PDFs forever. So, okay, I will. Rhonda, glad you made it, all you people. And thanks, you guys are saying that it was a fun event. So wonderful. So I just thought, being realistic here, I just have to think about my time. So I thought, it's all good. I love doing all this, but my mind can only work. My mind can work fast. It's getting from my mind to the outer world that has trouble. If you guys understand that. Okay, so I'll go back and watch these later. So first I wanted to show you this is a card that we have done in my Fun Folds class. And I just think these are fabulous cards. Look how fun this is. Happy birthday is a belly band. And unfortunately, the names have fallen off. And I was looking for them because I absolutely hate showing things where I don't know the people anymore. But do you see how this is a 4 1/4 by 8 1/2 sheet of paper cut diagonally?
No matter how
and
far.
Then you get 2. I just want to go further. I just want to go under there. Well, thank you, Kathy. Oh, she just said all of my online classes are great. I'm a great teacher and has great projects. How fun. Okay, so I think this will work. So, okay, so this is one. I'm wondering, I saw a tag fall out that said Sherry Robinson, but I have no idea if either of these cards are hers. And here's another one. If life gives you lemons, how fun. Squeeze it for all it's worth. So this is one card we've done before. Now to make it simpler, because I often like to take ideas and simplify it, we just made a...
Does this fit together to seal it? Look at that.
Isn't that cool? Okay, that's cool. Okay. Notice this. We are doing half of that. Now, part of the reason we're doing half of this is, a tricky part about this is, to cut this the long way. It's just a little trickier cutting if you don't have, a bigger cutter, but just to also teach, and then you want it to come together, right? So just to make it simpler and to show a variation, we are just doing half of one of those. So I just don't even know what you call these. So, And because I'm using up lots of different paper, I'm going to show you
I think you should come up with
all. Oh, you guys come up with a name. So we had a bunch of people doing this, and then people got in the mail, got anything, but the people that were here live, each table had different papers, different stamps, you know, because that way I could use a lot of my stuff. But the other point was just to show an idea is just an idea. You put your own things on it and you make it your own. So I think an angle fold. Okay, that's simple. I'll go with angle fold. I like this angle fold, okay? So we are going to make that one for, oh, and one more. So I just think it's really fun to see the varieties of these. Oh, sure. And where did I put mine? Oh, Tim, I lost.
What?
I lost mine. Okay, can we pretend?
Okay, what did you lose? There's this one.
I have. Are you guys good with pretending? It's a half cold. Okay, we're going to pretend this is my class, okay? So here's what you got. Here's half a sheet of paper. You're going to score as always. This is how, you know, we just wing it. Now, if it was really during a class, I would get up and go find it. But and you can see how it just fold. And now we're going to just cut here from the corner of the fold across to the bottom. So that's where we're going to get a half. You're going to keep that other half because you'll do something else cool with that. That is your whole base card. Your inside is a sheet of 5 1/4 by 4. And these will be on my blog with measurements too. And then this sheet is 5 inches by 3 3/4. And again, you can see, I'm not cutting it all right here because it will be on my blog, and I will aim for tomorrow, but sometimes that means the weekend. So this is 5 by 3 3/4 cut that way, and then you'll see you'll have 2 pieces, so you will make 2 cards out of each one. But again, I think what is just really fun is seeing, like these 2 are from the same paper. So you can use the same, these 2 are. So you can use your same paper packs, and then this is from others, but it's just a fun way to do the other. Well, this would be, that's a great idea. Kathy said this would be great using the coffee cup here instead of the oval. See, and that's where ideas go. When we talk about, and when I do my classes, I love it because people post their ideas. So see, she'd make a card with this, and then she'd put a fun fold, and then we all have a new idea from that. I love that idea. Anything like that, I think, would be just great.
I don't know what I was looking for, but I didn't find it.
It's okay. Boy, wasn't that an easy card? Now the next one I do have here. And this next one we'll go ahead and make first. I'm going to pull this up just so I can tell you the measurements in case those of you that are really interested in knowing and don't want to wait till tomorrow. Yes, it would be an awesome set of cards to make someone as a gift. And what I think when I look at things like this, and if I were doing a gift, I think an awesome thing is to do, you know, you make them different words, and you can either make them all different or you can use a variety from the same paper pack and just kind of mix around the colors. So I love quick and easy cards for that because they just make such great gift things. So very easy peasy card for beginners, Janice said. That's right. The third one, not so much, but here's another fun one. So this again, now my piece of paper is 7 inches by 5 1/2. So when I'm cutting this paper, I cut off 7 inches first so I have a nice long strip. Because I always like to leave as big a piece of paper I can at the end of something. Okay, I'm going to score this at 4 1/4 because this will be just regular size. So for those of you that have trouble following this, you can think about it this way. Make your card and just cut off a strip. Because really, this strip could be any size. I'm giving you what I used, but notice this card could have, there's so much variation you can put on anything. And then, this is another flip it card. And you guys know I love flip it cards. I am going to miss this paper. I don't know if this paper is still there, but I absolutely love this. The size of the card I cut on the angle is a regular size card too. It's just cut the long way. Of course, you could cut it a different way, you know, but see, it's a regular card. Everything I do are regular cards unless I mention it because that's kind of what we gear for. Now, my designer series paper, I have one that is 2 1/2 by 5 1/4, and one that is 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. The reason this is 2 1/2 is because this is 2 3/4. Remember, we always do the 3/4. So if I had cut this narrower, I just make this 1/4 inch. So it's going by this. And if that makes any sense at all, and when I do the online retreat, we always do one class that's just all really quick cards to do like a gift. It won't be that one because I just showed that, but something that's just kind of fun to do up and do as gifts. And then I'm going to flip over the other side, and you see how I'm going to want that to show there. But I'm going to put it on this white so that I have place. If this were a white sheet of paper I was using, I could just put it here because I could write there. But I'm going to put this in to put right there. And now my card could be finished, but I'm going to make it a flip over card. So here's part of the leftover strip here. Do you see it's that same length? So I cut part of that into a 1 inch wide. And then I just scored it at 1 inch so it would fold over like that. And I'm going to just stick it under behind here, okay? So now I will put this in. Okay, and this is going to be a fold over card.
When I make my card just like that, I'm probably going to have to watch the video 2 or 3 times because you went so fast.
Oh, that's my problem. But see, you can, when you rewatch things, you can even put it on stop. Do you guys do that? I'll do that if I'm watching something, to put on stop and do that part because I know I just...
I think you call it pause.
Oh, maybe pause. Okay. Oh, where do you write the inside message? Right there.
It's short and sweet.
That's why I did the white, because otherwise you have to write in a white gel pen. But isn't that great? And I love it because, when you don't have too much to say. So then to decorate this, and again, there's that whole idea that Kathy was saying. I could use one of the creatures from this or something. I could use all kinds of things besides ovals. I'm going with ovals and words just because it's so easy. Taking the easy way out here. And then I'm going to put this, let's see. I'm going to put this right about there. So I'll just put some snail right there. Okay. And here is this card. It opens like this. And yeah, I agree with Lori. She's talking about, cards like this are perfect when you don't want to say a lot. Because sometimes, it's a little daunting to look at a whole inside of a card. Okay, now we're going to look at some more. Here is this again. And look at, this was done narrow more. This was done narrow. This was, I think, probably my first one. I was experimenting, and I decided I liked this better. But you see how anything works? And then these words go this way. So you get to make it your own by doing whatever. And then for a totally different look, you can make cards that are more elegant. So all of these are going to be the same. Oh, I love this paper too with the planes and the bikes. So for anyone going on a plane trip or a biker to have the bikes. But I think, look how fun these are. And here's another one. So we have fancy ones. And I think that's a really elegant one. That'd be a great anniversary card or anything else.
You guys remember Where's Waldo?
Uh-huh.
Because Karen says the planes and the bikes. So you're supposed to find in there a bike.
Okay. No, but you could put a little something in there for a kid to find. You could do something with that, Tim.
So
I'm sure it would be
suspect
fun.
There's another paper that's got bikes on it.
And here again, just to show how we can do, this is the same, the same set of these cute little animals. But aren't they fun to have all done up? So that is the second card. Chris says you got the one with the flowers. Yeah, they're pretty. And actually, we did a bunch of the different flowers in the set, and I just didn't have any of the extras left over. So I thought another just really great idea for using up designer series paper. And one of my desires for you is to help you use up your paper so you're ready for some of the new gorgeous ones that we're ready. Because the paper just gets piled higher and deeper, and we love it. And now, This is not really a beginner's card. I put it in this class for a couple reasons. One being, I've done YouTube videos for many years. I have to go back and see how long ago. I have 2 videos that have way more views than everything else. But nobody ever came and joined my mailing list. I never heard from anyone. It didn't, and you know, what really changed my business was doing Facebook Live. But I look back and I see this video that had so many thousands of views. And this and one other were my most popular videos also. And I've shown this a couple other times on video, so I think the story is making its rounds. But I love doing this, and there's always new people every time. So I just thought this is a fun thing to do together. Ronnie says she got some of the new ones today. She's trying her best to make sure she uses her older ones. Do you know, so am I. I'm looking at a lot of my cut pieces and trying to assemble some cards in my unfinished box so I can set that aside because, you know, I'll still use those cards, but I'm just itching to play with all the new stuff sitting there. So this is what an explosion card is. But it's because of the story I tell that has made it kind of catch that way, because I think it's just easier to remember. So that's why I decided to include this in the class. So if you want to fold along, you just can grab a 6x6 of anything. Bobby's going to watch the replay. She's at work and just took a peek on her phone. Yeah, I get that. Thanks, Danette. She says she loves the cards today. Oh, Deb said she found my explosion card on Pinterest with a YouTube video. That's great. So this is the one exception when I teach a bunch of people in a live class. People pretty much work at their own pace, but I always start with this if we're doing this class, because I say, we want to do this fold together. After that, I'll leave you alone and you can kind of work on your own. But I'm going to tell you first thing, we're using a 6x6 paper because it, well, number one, we have 6x6 paper pack, so I could just grab from there, but also you can get 4 out of one 12x12. So when I do a class, I use this size because it's cost effective. But you can make it a full-size card, and I'll show one of those on my, I forgot to pull one out. Maybe when Tim's doing his thing, I'll run and get it. I think I know where it is. Then you just use an 8x8. So that makes the difference. And I do have a couple of those, so I will look for those, okay? So this is what I want in the middle. And you can see at the end, I'm going to just do a circle punch and put my words or anything there. Christine was asking about, you know what, I'll try to remember that at the end. Well, actually, several of you might be thinking about that. The first cards that I showed, you know, these, how do you cut them? Because they go so long. And I know that is part of the reason I made it simpler if people are going to do their own in a class. You have a couple ways. I have a 12x12. I mean, I have a huge cutter that I could do that on. But typically, I showed that in one of my classes that I just have to remember how I did it. But, you know, you know what? That's a thought for another day. But that's why I kind of shorten it, because I use a big cutter. But I also have scored it and then cut part in a cutter and part by hand. So there are some ways to do it. But that's why it is a little trickier. Somebody else might have a really phenomenal way of doing that with a regular cutter. I haven't thought about it anymore because I just kind of switched it. Okay. Well, and mine isn't even a 12x12 cutter. I think it's an 18-inch cutter. I have a few cutters in my house because I like to play with paper. What can we say? So it was easy for me to do, but so I guess anyway. So we're going to tell a story, and at the end I'll just remind you the 5 words. If you can remember this 5-word story, you won't forget how to do this, or just looking at it will be a quick reminder. We are going to go camping. When we go camping, we're going to go up to the North Shore, up to the North Woods. And it's Friday night, and we have a bunch of kids, and we're just going to go camping, and we are hungry. So we decide to stop for tacos. So we're going to eat a taco, and we're going to do a taco fold this way, just corner to corner. So I had a taco, but it wasn't enough, and I went for 2.
She's eating, but her kids aren't.
The kids aren't. I don't care what they're eating, so I guess I'm not mentioning the kids. It's just, maybe I'm going camping alone. I don't know. Because I'm not sharing my 2 tacos. And this is really weird because I don't usually eat this much, but I was still hungry, and I thought I wanted a hot dog. Okay? So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to make a hot dog. So now if you can remember, taco, taco, hot dog. Everyone got that? Ooh, that's a good point. Terry says it fits on the trimmer if you take the scoring blade off. Oh, okay. I know there's ways to do it, but it's just hard to get the end. So that's why we did a simpler version for this class. That's the real reason. Now you know. I love to take ideas and simplify them. Okay, we got that. Taco, taco, hot dog. Everyone here? And now watch for this. We get to the campground and it is time to pitch our tent. So I'm going to poke this I'm going to poke things into the ground. So do you see my tent in here? When I close this in, I have a tent. Okay, is this good? I'm going to do that one more time. Here I've had this, and now we're going to go pitch the tent. I'm going to poke it and look for the tent. Once you find the tent, you are good. So we tent for 3 days, and they have no running water. They have outdoor toilets, and no showers. Come home in 3 days, and we just cannot wait to get home to indoor plumbing. So it is going to be so good to leave our tent behind and go home to a house. When I meet these points in the middle like this, do you see how I'm making a house shape? Here's my roof, and here are the straight sides. Okay, so I have a house on that side. I'm going to turn it over and make a house on this side. All I'm going to do is meet them in the middle, and it's not perfect. It's fine. It's all good, and I should be using the bone folder. Yes, I know. Make it a tighter thing, but it disappeared on me.
Okay.
Oh, no, it didn't. It's right here. See, much better when you do that. Okay. And we are done, except for one thing. These look a little tacky. This is like a really tacky house with these sticking outside. So all I'm going to do is poke them in. Look how much cleaner and neater this house is. Well, I could finish drawing on this house. I could make windows and a roof, grass, a door. So to see how this would be so easy to do, I'm going to flip in all 4 corners. Once upon a time, I said telling the story to kids would be great, and then I realized kids know origami. They don't need a story. It's us. It's us that need that thing. Look, here's my house, and here is my card. Now we're just going to tick that. Yeah, make a little pink house. So if you forget, just draw your little house. It's going to be hidden afterwards. You could go to the work. But that is it. That is it. So it's taco, taco, hot dog, tent, house. 5-word story, and you can embellish it as much as you want. Isn't that great? So this is my my fun little thing. And then I would just stick it in a card.
I have overheard you tell that taco story over and over and over, but I have never watched you from beginning to end. This is the first time I've actually seen what you did with that story.
Lynn, you just did it on a 3x3 piece of paper. Oh my goodness, you've got good fine motor skills. Did it turn out adorable? Did it work for all the parts? Oh, that would be fun to try. Yeah, you can try. This just takes a square of paper, so try any size. You could use a 12x12 and do a big oversized card, which would be really fun. And so just have fun. Oh, Sharon says, good. Bridget showed you this. Yes, because Bridget's in our group. So I've been doing this. Cheryl thought I should have patented my story. Well, when you retell the story, just give me credit. But this was many, many years ago I came up with this story. But I love it because it helps me remember. And I just think it's just very fun. Okay, Tim, are we ready for you? So that is the end of our class. So be watching for the last official class I'm doing of the school year. Well, thanks, Colleen. I'm glad. Oh, where do you put your sentiment? Yep, right down here. If it were really light colored inside, I would write right on here. But I put any punch or circle in white, and then I put my sentiment right there. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, it makes me hungry too. Well, we go out for lunch after this. I said we always go out. Okay.
I'm going to do it with the postage stamp.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that. You'll have to use embossing powder to get it to unstick first. Oh, how do you tape it in? Okay. I will look at that. Let me see if I have I have something that isn't the right size, but we'll just pretend. Okay. This is how I stick it in. Good point, okay? I just have my folded card of the right size, and I'm just going to close it up. Close it. Open it. Do the same on this one. And that's how you put it in the card. Now, maybe you want to know the dimensions of this. Let me tell you, since this is the 6x6. And I send this in a regular envelope. You know, if it's just fine, it's just a little smaller. So this is the size I chose to use, and I have it at 7 by 3 3/4, and then just cut in half. But again, this will go on my blog, the different sizes, and it's an 8 by 8 if you want it to fit a full size. So thanks. Yep, you just glue it. I just use snail. It's just glued right in the card. Okay, so we covered a lot of topics in this little class. That's kind of what I like to do. Oh, Lynn said she learned this from me a long time ago when I just first started doing Facebook Lives. Yes, and I've been doing these for probably going on 2 years. I don't even know how long. And it was many years before that my YouTube video, I'll have to look it up and see. I should put a link to my first YouTube video that did that for the fun of it. And it is Tim's turn.
My turn.
And this is the preview set that he chose.
Yes. The birds. We have birds outside our window. In fact, this morning I heard this beautiful bird call and found it in a tree up in our apple tree, and it was a meadowlark. And they have a beautiful, beautiful call, and it's mating season, so it was fun. So I am doing Free as a Bird, and I am using the bird. Not even using any words. I should use thank you, but it's too late. It's not set up. So Karen has left me, so I'm going to have to do this myself. And where to begin? That is the question. So Karen said, if you could duplicate our bird bath and fussy cut it, you could have this little bird stand on the bird bath. But I did something better. I found an image online, and I asked Karen, I said, how do I fussy cut that? And she had this great idea. She gave me a card, or a stamp, which is, does this have a name?
Punch.
A punch. This says a punch. And I am going to, if I can, and I'm probably going to have to do it my direction, because I'm not sure if I'm able to do it your direction. And I'm not sure if I'm able to do it at all.
I'm going to interrupt a minute. That is hilarious. Lori just posted the YouTube video, the link to my first one.
Really?
Lori, what year was it? Does it say what year it was? You're a little too close. A little back towards you, Tim. Oh, it is so good to be able to tell Tim that. Okay.
Okay.
The story label punch. Okay. Watching Tim deep in thought.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to do a mirror image. Oh, 2015. Thank you, Jan. Oh. So 4 years ago.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble here. I'm having a lot of trouble here. No, I'm not. That's pretty good. Okay. This is the beginning of it, right here. And I don't know. I think I'm going to cut this smaller. I got so many choices.
But isn't this a fun idea of taking something and then adapting it to what you have?
Okay.
I thought this is pretty cool.
Here we go. Now, let's put it on paper. And let's Are good?
Yes.
Now, we got to figure this one out. Let's see if I can get the bird halfway on the lip of this. Okay.
No, it's a little late to say this now, but
I should have done it the other way.
first. But you know, we're seeing the original right here, so you know.
Here, let's make it even more of a challenge by doing it upside down. I'm going to play to my audience.
And Chris put up another date of a link to a video. So see, I have done these. I have done that card a few times, but said, how cool is this? We'll see. Oh, you
Not
did
bad.
good. You did good.
Not bad. Now we're going to make this into a, I don't know what. What are these birds that have kind of a yellow belly? It's not a robin because this isn't the right color.
Who here are avid bird watchers or have bird feeders at your house that you love to watch? This house, we have bird feeders right out our window, and we are just watching them all the time. And you hear Tim say, "Oh, come look, there's a different kind of bird here." So he's reloading the feeder every other day.
I don't know.
Oh, this is hilarious, Sandy. So we have two conversations going on here, but Sandy McManus says she knows that she's gotten a swap for me done as an explosion card years back. It's like, oh yeah. Goldfinch. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Finch, now the people are coming in. Oh, a bunch of you with goldfinches. That's wonderful. My dad used to be so into bird feeders when I was young, and I just could never understand how he would love to just sit and look out the window at birds, and now I get it. I guess when you take time to slow down a little later in life. Oh, Jenny, I love this yellow-bellied sapsucker. Yeah, that was on the tip of Tim's tongue, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
Love it.
Let's pretend there's water that's over the rim.
That is wonderful. Ooh, Danette saw her first yellow finch out in her yard today.
Huh.
Oh, okay, we solved the problem with squirrels eating the bird seed. Twyla, if anyone has heard that, we got to put a picture on.
So what do you think?
From our bird feeder, we hung a slinky. I had to put a picture on of that again.
From the...
And the squirrels do not climb up the slinky. It starts moving and it scares them. After trying a million different things, that's what we found worked.
And in the middle of the winter when the snow got within like 2 feet of the bird feeder, a squirrel started getting braver and going up, and it never made it. All I had to do was go shovel the snow, remove it, and it stopped doing it. Okay, now I'm going to make this into another card, but I don't have the rest of it. So I guess this is it.
Jeannie has a great idea. We have water drop embellishments for splashes. I should look for those. We can add those before we post it. That's a great idea. Yes, I'll post tomorrow a picture of the slinky too. And we tried Criscoing the pole and the thing over it, but then it would wash away. We're getting all kinds of birds. This could be an eastern bluebird, a yellowfinch bluebird, a barn swallow.
Let's find...
Terry can't put out bird seed because they have too many bear around. Well, we don't have that problem. Oh, my goodness.
Let's find some green to make grass.
Well, I think that'll wait. You can show your finished card.
You think so?
Yes.
I'll go look.
We'll show your finished card. You go work on it. Okay.
You're going to sit down?
I'm going to sit because I wanted to show a full-size card. Just since we were talking about this is one of the cards that's on the one of the videos that I made. So this is the size you would do for a full-size card. So this is an 8x8. And here, this is white paper that I actually stamped to make it. And I just use thin typing paper, that kind of thing. But that is what an 8x8 size is.
Give me the 6x6 again. I want to see the...
yeah, so here would be
compare them.
Here would be the difference.
Can I hold one of them? Mm-hmm. Can I be helpful?
Yes. Ta-da. We want to open at the same time? Yep. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da!
Am I good?
Okay.
This is show and tell.
So, as just a reminder, Kelly Jones, you won the stamp set. And And
Let's freeze a bird. That's what I did.
freeze the birds, what we're doing, and the host code I'll put up at the top again. And on Monday evening, there's a couple more announcements. And Monday evening, it's gonna chatting over cards. It's going to be all about Lovely as a Tree. After many, many years, that stamp set is retiring, and I have so many gorgeous cards with techniques to share with you for that. So that'll be fun. And then also, I will be telling you on Monday what I'm going to do. May 1st, there's this special coming out that can be ordered. So, and I'll have more to say about that because next Thursday is already May, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the end. So this is the end of the time to get the beach cards. And I'm going to do a little something extra for people that order that. So be watching for that because we can get that on May 1st. And that's going to be something just available while supplies last. And I think next Thursday is May 2nd. If I have it by then, I can't order it till the day before. So if my overnight order gets here in time, I will show you more about it and what we're going to do. So, and I will post a picture of the Slinky right here on the Facebook page. We'll go do that right now. I'll send Tim out to do that. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. And thanks for joining our class today.
I'll read some more comments and I'll go around the church. Huh?
Oh, people are just asking to a yellowfinch bluebird. I didn't even know there were all those kinds of things. Okay, so let's try that. Oh my goodness, Sandy McManus, you know her, said, Tim, that's brilliant. Can I borrow your idea? Oh, yes. Tim is honored. Yes. Tim is honored.
Yes.
And it was the Storybook Punch. So thanks, everyone, and we will see you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Good night.
Good night.